flower need to grow? What does a plant need to grow? What does grass need to grow? So these are the things that they all need to grow. So the first thing they need is soil. And we are going to pretend this is the soil. So this piece is by itself, and this piece is by itself. So this is a thin piece of soil, and this is a thick piece of soil. Can you say thin and thick? So thin and thick. All right, so you tell me, what is this one? Thick. Good. And what is this one? Thin. Can you make a thin piece of soil and a thick piece of soil? You can use brown paper or you can use white paper and color it brown. The next thing a plant, a flower, or grass needs to grow is water. And we forgot to talk about, before we do water, what is the shape of this soil? This is a long, thin rectangle. This is a long, thick rectangle. They are both rectangles. One is thick and one is thin. Okay, now we're going to get to the water. Plants, flowers, grass, things that grow need water next. And I have 4 shapes for water. What shape is this? What shape is this? Heart. Good. And what color is this? Blue. And we are going to say that the blue hearts are going to be the water for the plant. And I have 4 hearts here. We're going to line them up from smallest to biggest. So, can you point on the screen to the smallest one? Good. Everybody pointed to this tiny blue heart. And then, can you point on the screen and show me which one is the next next biggest? Good. This one goes next. That's a big jump from tiny to bigger. Now, which one of these do you think goes next? Good. This one goes next. And then we only have one left. So it's this one. I'm going to scoot them closer so we can see them lined up, smallest to biggest. It's kind of hard to see them all on the screen. Maybe I have to put the little guy down there. And then you can see smallest to biggest. So this was water. So remember, the heart is going to be water. All right, now the next thing a plant needs is air. And we're going to use this shape for the air. And we have a few of them. Do you know what shape this is? These are arrows. Arrows. Some of them are pointing up. Some of them are pointing down. And we are going to line these arrows for air. We're going to line these up from smallest to biggest. So let's see if we can do that. Can you point? I'm going to push them all pointing up so we can see if you can tell which one is the smallest one? And I see I'm going to take out these three because they are the same size. So which one of these three? Can you point on the screen to which one is the smallest? All right, this one is the smallest. Good. Now, which one is next? Good. This one goes next. It's just a tiny bit bigger, if you can see. And then we have the last one that's really, really tall. So we could say shortest to tallest, or shortest to longest. We could turn them this way and we could say shortest to longest. And these are dark blue arrows, and they are the air the flower needs. And the last thing we have that a flower plant grass needs to grow. Can you guess what this yellow circle might be? What could this yellow circle be that a plant or flower needs to grow? The sun. Good. The sun or light. Sun or light. But we are going to say sun. And this is the shape. What shape is this? Circle. And what color is this? Yellow. Good. And we're going to line these up. I'm going to take a couple out so we can fit them all on camera. And you can tell. Can you point on the screen to which one is smallest? Good. This one is the smallest. And which one's going to go next? You can see. Good. This one. And out of these last two, which one should be next? This one. And then we have the giant sun. All right. So those are lined up, smallest to biggest. And this is a yellow circle for the sun. All right. You guys can do that. And if you need something just a little bit harder to do, and you want to practice writing, and you want to practice writing your letters, I wrote the words sun, air, water, and soil. And you guys or your family can help you do that also. And I left off the first letter for soil, water, air, and sun. And I put them over there so if you want to look at them, so you can find the answer. So, the first letter in sun is, what letter is this? S. Good. You're going to write the letter S. My pen decides to work. You're going to make an S. And what is the first letter in the word air? This is my little crazy pen with hair. The first letter in air is A. Good job. So you're going to write it right here next to the other two letters, A. Now, the next thing a plant needs is water. So, we need to write the first letter. What's the first letter in the word water? W. Good. And then, what is the first letter for the word soil? Soil is the last thing our plants and flowers need. So, we need to write the letter S again for soil this time. Because we can see that sun and soil both start with the letter S. And if you're really good at writing your letters already, you can go ahead and write the whole word. You can write the whole word for sun, air, water, soil. All right, those are two activities that you can do for Tuesday. I hope you have fun and line up those shapes and write those words and letters if you can. And I will see you next time. Bye, boys and girls.